episode of Bagged and Board. I am Vlad St. Valentine. With me again is Mr. Joey. What's going on, brother?
Not a whole lot, man.
What are we drinking, man?
Scotch.
Glengooley for the best of times.
Glengarry.
That's close enough.
Single malt Scotch whiskey. I went to a place looking for yours, and they didn't have it. But, of course, I talked to one of their sales reps for this particular brand. Of course, I just happened to find a Scotch brand representative when I'm looking for a Scotch, which makes no sense.
They didn't have any of the Glen Ross?
They did not. No, they didn't have that one. The what?
All right. So today we're doing Web of Spider-Man number 101, which is the second part of Maximum Carnage. And again, we talked about this yesterday. Man, I can love this book. Love this series. Now, this book, though, there's not a lot to say about this one. We're probably going to run through this one pretty quickly because we pick up with, of course, Spider-Man is broken in the alleyway and there's some thugs standing over him. They think it's going to be easy prey. They're going to take him out. But
it's also Spider-Man, too. So, of course, you see that opportunity. People are like, oh, I was only killed Spider-Man. So,
of course.
Yeah, I totally get it. Like, he's always got a target on his back, regardless of who it is.
Right.
It doesn't have to be a villain. Yeah, it could be anybody.
Cloak and Dagger show up out of fucking nowhere, which, his Cloak is wont to do. It's kind of his bag.
Yeah, that's his thing. Yeah, he just kind of shows up. I mean,
underused group.
I agree. I think Cloak was very vital, especially during the Civil War. During Marvel Civil War, without Cloak, Captain America's side really wouldn't have had much of a fight in the first place. Also,
great character design.
Yes.
Intense character.
He's such a deep character too.
Fun concept as far as the power goes. Unique as far as the power goes. It's not just I'm fast, I'm strong, I'm standard superhero power stuff. Dagger's a little boring.
I mean, I get it because again, it's like a yin yang kind of thing.
Oh yeah, they work as a counterbalance, but
but
I could take Cloak separate. I couldn't take Dagger separate.
True. Yeah, I think the same thing. But then again, I think maybe they just don't do her justice. I think she's a cool character.
No,
I think you can do a lot with her, but
they did in The Boys. They called her Starlight.
True. Okay. Yeah. I do really actually love that character. So yeah, you're right.
So
case in point. Thanks to The Boys.
Yeah. I mean,
thank you to The Boys.
Thank you to Garth Ennis, even though you weird little Cockney bastard. I don't know if it's creepier him or Paul P. Finich.
I don't know who that is.
Lead singer of the Meteors.
Okay.
Legitimate Satanist.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Speaking of great video games, the first South Park game, the first person shooter one, I love it so much. The aliens. All the time. Constantly.
You don't get an opinion where it's one of the worst fucking games ever.
Bullshit.
With all the fucking mist in it because they couldn't fucking render a cell beyond 10 feet. It was terrible.
I loved it. I thought it was great.
That game was fucking awful.
I loved it. I loved it.
I fucking hate that game so much. That game is terrible.
Now I will say
that game is so fucking bleak and sparse.
It doesn't matter. It fits perfectly for what it was.
You want to talk about the fucking comic? All right, here's what happened in this fucking comic book. It was seriously 12 pages of fighting. Peter Parker's beat up. They gets fucking taken to a fucking church. Cloak and Dagger wrap his ribs. And then all hell breaks loose because the bad guys show up. And then when Shriek fucking kills Dagger, she almost kills Spider-Man. That pisses off Carnage, and he chases her out to give her a little bit of that old domestic abuse shit, man.
Yeah.
Now back to the table.
Yeah, back on top.
Oh, and Venom catches a news report while he's kicking fucking thugs' ass in San Francisco. He's like, New York needs me.
It's sad because that's the one thing I thought felt out of place. Was Venom doing that in San Francisco?
Like the New York needs me thing, the hero.
Yeah, the whole hero thing. Like you're a bad guy. What are they doing? They're like stealing a lady's purse or some shit, like something. Oh no, they're robbing a
lady at the ATM.
Yeah, they're robbing a lady at the ATM. Like that doesn't feel very Venom-like to me. But they
was always a lethal protector. He always protected the innocent. That was what his bag was. He always thought of himself as innocent, but he didn't think Peter Parker was innocent. He thought he was, a scumbag who destroyed his career and his life.
True.
He wasn't. Venom was never evil.
No, but it just felt very. I don't know. It didn't seem very fitting for his first appearance in this comic. Of him like protecting some lady at an ATM.
You had to establish that Venom is not a bad guy because you're going to establish him as one of the main heroes of this story.
Right.
arc.
You're making him look like a good guy.
So
So
you
by
wanna
doing
start with
that,
him doing like Punisher-esque hero stuff where he's not nice about it,
Let's
but
make more of an anti-hero about it. Yeah.
They had to rebrand him, so they put him in San Francisco.
yeah, well, I mean, he did the whole thing. He thought he killed Spider-Man on that island and then went to San Francisco to try and rebuild his life and give up the whole thing of revenge because he found he didn't feel any better after killing Peter Parker. Then he found out Peter Parker was still alive. He's like, he'd kind of given up the revenge trip anyway.
Yeah.
So,
And that's when the symbiote found Tom Hardy. And
After his Bane mask.
yeah, after his Bane mask, and Sony made a movie from him. Yeah. And
type an aneurysm, what happened?
the gears just stopped. They're just like, broke them. Did you not see the movie?
Shut the fuck up.
That movie doesn't exist in Vlad's world.
I enjoyed
I like the Venom movie.
I enjoyed moments of it.
Yeah, it was cheesy as fuck and
Oh,
it was
dude.
silly, but it like
Had they made it back in 2001 or 2002, it'd have been fine.
after Foreman's fucking Venom portrayal, this was the only way to go. So
Then again, he shouldn't have been in that in the first place. But
no,
that's another story for another time
if
because
you
Sam
had-
Raimi got screwed
well,
by Sony.
all right. If you had cast him as he looked like and was basically playing Carnage.
He looked more like Eddie Brock Jr. from the Ultimate Universe.
Eddie
And that's
Brock
kind of what they
Jr.
decided
now-
to base him off of. But here's the problem, though.
Well, Eddie Brock
The
Jr.
Venom
now
symbiote,
looks like
though,
he's
the
a little
Venom
blonde
symbiote
kid.
on the Ultimate Universe was even bigger.
His name's even Eddie, isn't it?
Yeah,
What's that?
Eddie
Sorry.
Brock Jr., yeah.
His current son, Dylan. That's it. Yeah, that's what I thought.
Over there.
He's got a son named Dylan in the comic books right now.
Didn't know that.
Yeah, he's a little fucking badass. But this desperation to make the kids more powerful than the dads is always like
That's a
Mr.
symbiote.
Fantastic son.
Well, that's a symbiote thing, though, as well, because Carnage
Well,
is
he
more
did-
powerful than Venom, and I think
Well, yeah,
Toxin is
but
more powerful than Carnage.
But he's not a yes, but he's not a symbiote. He's
No.
not a symbiote spawn, But and then how did anti-toxin, anti-venom come out?
Yeah, the anti-Venom.
Didn't that just come out of Eddie?
That was just Eddie Brock. Yeah, it just came out of himself.
Yeah, it was a reagent to the fucking
I liked the character design of anti-Venom. I really did.
I liked all of them. I liked Toxin too, the red and black
I
multicolored
didn't dig
dude.
Toxin. I liked Anti-Venom a lot, though, because he was very Todd McFarlane Spawn-esque looking. Like, he was very, slender and still kind of pointed.
Yeah, the pointed mouth.
It
the
looked
pointed-
really it looked a lot like Todd McFarlane, who then created Venom. It looked a lot like they kind of paid homage to that, which I thought was kind of cool.
McFarlane draw any of these?
These, no.
When was he gone by?
Before this, he created Venom. I think that's about it.
Basically anything where Spider-Man's legs are
Around his neck, yeah.
yeah, that's probably him. I remember reading on his
Was it-
Instagram, he's like, how to draw Spider-Man. It's put him in an impossible position, draw some webs, draw more webs, keep drawing webs.
Jaws more. Let's keep trying.
But this one does. We joked about it, but this one does start with the thugs and Cloak and Dagger taking Spider-Man to their sanctuary after running the thugs off and bandaging him up, and they are almost immediately found by Shriek and Doppelganger. Of course, after Doppelganger had taken Shriek away and left her for safety, he just throws her on a roof and went back for
Went right back after him, yeah.
yeah, and she just follows after him, of course. And while they're tearing into things, they're trying to hold their own, the three of them, against Shriek and Doppelganger. And we get kind of Shriek's backstory in that she was like a drug addict that Cloak had enveloped in her stuff and it caused her to go insane.
Drove her
And
crazy, yeah.
I don't know how that made her have sonic blast powers, but it did.
I don't know how that happened. I think
Yeah,
Shriek becomes a symbiote as well later, doesn't she?
She does later on.
Yeah.
But she launches, her little sonic blast inside of Cloak's, void, which is basically a giant resonating chamber, and which is does some real damage to him. That sonic blast is kind of building up infinitely inside of him.
Right.
So she, she can do real damage to him, and she knows how to escape his cloak. She's, been there before. So, definitely, worthy adversary there, and things just only get worse because Carnage shows up. She's like, I followed
He
you.
is not happy.
Well, at first he's having a good old time, but then Shriek sends a sonic blast that ends up her and Dagger, she's about to kill Cloak and Dagger hops in front and they're kind of like doing the whole like the Harry Potter Voldemort, dueling fucking spells at each other sort of thing. And Shriek overpowers her though and just thunderclap and Dagger's just obliterated.
Gone,
just in a puff of smoke. And of course it almost kills Spider-Man, which pisses Carnage off and he's about to fucking tear into Shriek. So
yeah,
she takes off and he takes off after her and Doppelganger takes off after them. And, basically Spider-Man and Cloak were there left, in the remains of their hideout, the rubble of it, mourning the death of,
Dagger,
half of what was Cloak and Dagger,
trying to lick their wounds and.
Yeah, it's pretty horrible. And then we see, we're two issues in. We've already killed a major hero, or not major hero. We've killed, a hero we actually we care about. It's part of a team that has a history here, and we see Demogoblin
briefly,
kind of lurking in the shadows.
And it looks like he's been hunting the Doppelganger Spider-Man.
Yeah, he wants to take Twisted Souls to hell, so that's a twisted, fucked up thing he can take to hell.
Yeah.
Which later on he joins the team and kind of ignores, they were kind of teamed up at one point in time because Spider-Man mentions that they were teamed up.
Yeah.
So I don't know what his relationship is to it exactly because I didn't read into old stuff.
Like that's a character I'm not too familiarized with either because
Demogoblin I know is looking, it's kind of like a more fucked up sadistic version of kind of Ghost Rider. I think it's kind of taking Twisted Souls to hell and things like that.
Yeah, it seems very Ghost Rider meets the Green Goblin type or even more Hobgoblin-esque, really.
Cool design, though.
I like the design a lot.
I like the Demogoblin a lot.
I like that.
You look up the history of what it is.
I like the first pumpkin bomb he uses on Spider-Man as well. The one that enveloped him and just felt nothing but like despair.
Yeah,
that was
sinners,
cool.
Yeah, it's like he's like Spider-Man. Get up. He's like, "What's the point?" Is what he's saying to himself. It
that
just
was
sucked
cool.
all the hope out of him and stuff.
I liked that. I like that a lot because it's better than your usual like here's a bomb is going to blow up. The end.
No, he did that second.
Yeah, that came second. But I like the fact that they decided let's give him more of a creative, arsenal, if you will.
Oh yeah,
I thought that was a really cool idea. I thought that was sweet.
No, that was a cool move and taking him down. And what's funny, the swerve they gave you right then, because at this point, we'll get that's in the third book. We'll get to that later because I was about to go too far there.
Okay,
my mistake.
So Demogoblin, according to the Wikipedia, Demogoblin was originally an unnamed demon who inhabited Limbo and was banished there eons ago for unknown reason. His essence was fused with Hobgoblin, Jason Masondale, when Jason asked Nazareth for more power in exchange for a soul.
All right, so we end this issue though with cutting back to Venom in San Francisco, and you know he does his little save people thing, and he's going to come back to New York and save the day. So
that was a cool cliffhanger they left it on too, where it's like I'm going back to San Francisco. I'm going back to New York.
He had his Clark Kent ripping off his shirt, heading toward the showing the.
It seemed a lot like that. Yeah.
Yeah. It's like New York needs me now.
Now on one hand, I thought that was really hokey.
Yeah, but I mean,
but
it's the 90s,
on the other
so
hand,
it's
the 90s. Yeah. At least he didn't have a whole bunch of pouches wrapped around his legs or anything like that.
All right, so that was issue 2. This one was mostly just action. It was mostly just a big fight in a church. Yeah. So much so that it became like one of the main levels, I think, in the video game was the fight in the church.
It did.
I think that's the last level. That's the last level I could beat. After that, I was fucked. All right, guys, that was Maximum Carnage Part 2. Any final thoughts on this one? There wasn't a lot to this one. It was mostly just, again, it was
just a lot of...
But we got the death of Dagger, and that was the most poignant thing that happened here. And, shit's ramping up really quickly. We're book 2. We've lost a hero. And Carnage has built his team to 3, potentially 4. Spider-Man does have reinforcements coming in the way of Eddie Brock, but how will they interact together? They've never gotten along. So, I mean...
And he's also still in San Francisco as well. He hasn't come to New York yet.
No, but he's on his way.
Yeah, he's on his way.
All right, man. Any final thoughts?
I'm curious how the action's going to keep going because they kind of put it at a really high level in this one. So this is mostly action. So I'm curious how it's going to play out for the next.
Oh, they add more people to it. They just they do what they do in the movies now. Just throw more people in there.
Oh, there you go. Are they going to go to a an airstrip somewhere? They're gonna
No,
hash it
no.
out in an airstrip with the.
No, they just keep
I mean-
fighting in New York. It's just, it's kind of tasteless to do it these days.
They never go to Germany for an airstrip battle for no reason.
Again, it's the first Avengers movie. Minus, the giant like slug monster flying thingies or whatever the fuck they were.
Yeah.
All right.
We named him Todd.
All right. Guys, thanks so much for joining us. That was part 2 of Maximum Carnage. Stay tuned for part 3 coming up soon. We've got 14 of these sons of bitches to do. So, like, subscribe, and say hi to your mother for me.